Emily Olivia Leah Blunt is a British actress. She is the recipient of several accolades, including a Golden Globe Award and a Screen Actors Guild Award, in addition to nominations for 3 British Academy Film Awards. Forbes ranked her as one of the highest-paid actresses in the world in 2020. Blunt made her acting debut in a 2001 stage production of The Royal Family. She went on to appear in the television film Boudica and portrayed Queen Catherine Howard in the miniseries Henry VIII. She made her feature film debut in the drama My Summer of Love. Blunt's breakthrough came in 2006 with her starring roles in the television film Gideon's Daughter and the comedy-drama film The Devil Wears Prada. The former won her a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress and the latter earned her a nomination for the BAFTA Award for Best Actress in a Supporting Role. Blunt's profile continued to grow with leading roles in the period film The Young Victoria, the romantic comedy Salmon Fishing in the Yemen, the science fiction films The Adjustment Bureau, Looper, and Edge of Tomorrow, and the musical films Into the Woods and Mary Poppins Returns. She received critical acclaim for playing a principled FBI agent in the crime film Sicario, an alcoholic in the thriller The Girl on the Train, which earned her a nomination for the BAFTA Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role, and a survivalist mother in the horror film A Quiet Place, for which she won the Screen Actors Guild Award for Best Supporting Actress. In 2021, she starred in the sequel A Quiet Place Part 2 and the adventure film Jungle Cruise. Early life. Emily Olivia Leah Blunt was born on February 23, 1983 in the London borough of Wandsworth, the second of 4 children born to Joanna, a former actress and teacher, and barrister Oliver Blunt, QC. Her siblings are Felicity, Sebastian, and Susanna. Her grandfather was Major General Peter Blunt, and one of her paternal uncles is Crispin Blunt, Conservative Member of Parliament for Reigate. From age 7 to 14, Blunt had difficulties with stuttering. She credits a school teacher for helping her manage the stutter through acting. She went on to sit on the board of directors for the American Institute for Stuttering. Blunt attended Ibstock Place School in Roehampton, southwest London and, at age 16, went to Hurtwood House near Dorking, Surrey, a private sixth-form college known for its performing arts program. There, she was discovered and signed by an agent. Career 2001–2004, early work. In November 2001, Blunt made her professional debut in Peter Hall's production of the play The Royal Family, in which she played the role of the granddaughter Gwen to Judi Dench's Fanny Cavendish. Critic Tom Keatinga hailed the production, writing that Peter Hall's direction and Anthony Ward's tremendous set combine with all this to make The Royal Family a terrific night's entertainment, and that it provides a vehicle for acting of the finest quality, with strong performances from the whole ensemble. For her performance, Blunt was named Best Newcomer by the Evening Standard. She went on to perform as Eugenie in Nicholas Wright's Vincent in Brixton at the National Theatre, and as Juliet in Indira Basingham's production of Romeo and Juliet at Chichester Festival Theatre, both in 2002. In 2003, Blunt made her screen debut in the British television drama Boudica, about the life of the ancient Celtic warrior queen who fought the Romans. That same year, she was praised for her performance as the 16th-century Queen Catherine Howard in the 2-part British television drama Henry VIII. In 2004, Blunt received considerable attention for her performance as Tamsin in the independent British drama My Summer of Love, a love story revolving around 2 young women from different socio-economic backgrounds in the English countryside. Director Powell Polakowski gave high praise to Blunt and CO star Natalie Press, stating in an interview that both Natalie and Emily were extremely different and very original, which is a rare thing nowadays. They avoid the obvious, and are capable of playing complex and conflicting attitudes. Above all, they had energy, which is key for a movie. James Berardinelli of Real Views praised the film, calling it a gem lost in the hype of Hollywood blockbusters, and noted that both Natalie Press and Emily Blunt are superlative. They nail their cinematic alter egos effortlessly, using verbal and nonverbal cues to tap into their emotions. They understand their characters and use their talents to bring them to life. She shared the Evening Standard British Film Award for Most Promising Newcomer with Press. In 2004, prior to My Summer of Love, she played Lynette Ridgway in the episode Death on the Nile of the series Agatha Christie's Poirot. 2005-2010, I The Devil Wears Prada/I and Breakthrough. None. 2011-2014, Science Fiction and Comedy Films. In 2011, Blunt starred in the British romantic comedy drama Salmon Fishing in the Yemen, directed by Lasse Hallström. She played a financial advisor who recruits a fisheries expert to help realize a sheikh's vision of bringing the sport of fly fishing to the Yemen desert, resulting in a spiritual journey for both in the process. The film premiered at the 2011 Toronto International Film Festival, receiving positive reviews, as did Blunt's performance. Kenneth Turan of the Los Angeles Times noted Blunt and are two of the most gifted and attractive actors working today, able to play off each other with great style. Blunt was nominated the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress Motion Picture Comedy or Musical for her performance. Also that year, she made a cameo appearance in Disney's The Muppets, as Miss Piggy's receptionist, and starred in the independent comedy drama Your Sister's Sister. In November 2011, Blunt was named the ambassador of the new Yves Saint Laurent fragrance Opium. In 2012, Blunt starred in the romantic comedy The 5-Year Engagement, directed by Nicholas Stoller and co-starring Jason Segel, in which she and Segel played a couple whose relationship becomes strained when their engagement is continually extended. The film earned positive reviews, with Elizabeth Weitzman of the New York Daily News remarking that Blunt has never been more relaxed, and she and Segel have a believably warm chemistry. She then starred in Looper, a science fiction action film directed by Rian Johnson. Blunt played Sarah, a tough farm woman and single mother, who aids and falls in love with a time traveler. The film premiered at the 2012 Toronto International Film Festival, where it served as the opening film, and earned highly positive feedback. Todd McCarthy of The Hollywood Reporter credited Blunt for effectively Sarah's tough and vulnerable sides. Also that year, she starred in the comedy drama Arthur Newman as the troubled Charlotte, who is trying to run away from her past. The film received generally mixed to negative reviews. In 2014, Blunt starred in Edge of Tomorrow, a film adaptation of the Japanese novel All You Need Is Kill, written by Hiroshi Sakurazaka. Blunt played Sergeant Rita Vradisky, a special forces warrior tasked with training a public relations officer to defeat invading extraterrestrials. Blunt trained 3 months for her role, focusing on everything from weights to sprints to yoga, aerial wire work and gymnastics, and studying Krav Maga. The film was commercially successful, grossing $370,541,256, and earned positive reviews. Many critics took note of the atypically dominating role portrayed by Blunt, and Justin Chong of Variety noted that Blunt is alert, energized and emotionally present in a none too taxing role. For her performance, Blunt won the Critics' Choice Movie Award for Best Actress in an Action Movie. A sequel is currently in development, with Blunt expected to reprise her role. Blunt then played the role of the baker's wife in the Walt Disney Company's film adaptation of Stephen Sondheim's musical Into the Woods, directed by Rob Marshall and featuring an ensemble cast. Ironically, Blunt was pregnant throughout filming, while playing a character who is barren throughout the film's first act. The film was a commercial success and earned generally positive reviews, with Blunt earning praise for her acting and singing. Lou Lumnick of the New York Post felt it was one of the best female performances of the year, while Richard Corliss of Time remarked that when Blunt is on screen, these woods are alive with the magic of a fractured fairy tale. She was nominated for her second Golden Globe Award for Best Actress Motion Picture Comedy or Musical for her performance. 2015 present, established actress. In 2015, Blunt starred in the crime thriller Sicario, directed by Denis Villeneuve. Blunt played Kate Macer, a principled FBI agent assigned to take down the leader of a powerful Mexican drug cartel. The film was selected to compete for the Palme d'Or at the 2015 Cannes Film Festival, where it received critical acclaim. Blunt received considerable praise for her performance, with Dan Jolin of Empire magazine calling it nuanced, and stating that her straight-arrow sharp determination becomes painfully dulled, and while Peter Bradshaw of The Guardian found her character implausible, he praised Blunt for out any possible absurdity with great acting focus and front. Blunt was nominated for her second consecutive Critics' Choice Movie Award for Best Actress in an Action Movie. In 2016, Blunt co-starred in The Huntsman, Winter's War, which serves as both a prequel and sequel to Snow White and the Huntsman. The film, directed by Cedric Nicolas Troyan, was a box office bomb and was mostly dismissed by critics. Blunt then headlined the mystery thriller The Girl on the Train, directed by Tate Taylor. Based on Paula Hawkins' best-selling novel of the same name, Blunt played Rachel Watson, an alcoholic who becomes involved in a missing persons investigation. While the film overall received mixed reviews from critics, who felt it failed to live up to the novel, Blunt's performance earned considerable praise. Writing for Rolling Stone, Peter Travers remarked that the movie gives away the game faster than the novel, but credited Blunt for playing the hell out of and adding a touch of welcome empathy. Digs into the role like an actress possessed. There's not an ounce of vanity here, raise girl to the level of spellbinder. For her performance in the film, she received nominations for the BAFTA Award for Best Actress and Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Female Actor. After providing her voice for the 2017 animated films My Little Pony, The Movie and Animal Crackers, Blunt made her return to live action in husband John Krasinski's horror film A Quiet Place, which follows a family being tormented by monstrous creatures that hunt by sound. Neither Krasinski nor Blunt had initially planned for Blunt to co-star in the film with him, but upon reading the script, she persuaded him to cast her. A Quiet Place served as the opening night film at the 2018 South by Southwest Film Festival, where it received critical acclaim. Eric Cohn of IndieWire lauded the cast for contribute credible intensity to their scenes with a degree of sophistication rare for this type of material, while Laura Prudhomme of IGN remarked that Blunt, in particular, is put through the ringer in ways that would seem almost farcical, if she didn't play them with such compelling conviction. That same year, Blunt played the title character in Rob Marshall's musical fantasy film Mary Poppins Returns. It served as a sequel to the 1964 film, with Blunt taking over the role from Julie Andrews. Owen Gleiberman of Variety found Blunt to be practically perfect in every way and added that she inhabits Mary Poppins' snappishly entrancing spirit, and in the musical numbers she generates her own spit-spot radiance. She received 2 SAG nominations for her performances in A Quiet Place and Mary Poppins Returns, winning Best Supporting Actress for the former, and she also received her 6th Golden Globe nomination for the latter. In 2020, Blunt guest-starred in her husband's web series Some Good News, which began streaming on YouTube during the COVID-19 pandemic. She starred in the romantic drama Wild Mountain Thyme based on John Patrick Shanley's play Outside Malinga. The part required her to sport an Irish accent. Both the film and her accent were not well received. In the same year, Forbes ranked her as the 6th highest paid actress in the world, with annual earnings of $22.50 million. Blunt reprised her role in the horror sequel A Quiet Place Part 2, which was released after a year-long delay due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It became one of the first major Hollywood films to be released theatrically since the beginning of the pandemic. Peter Bradshaw bemoaned that the excellent Blunt did not have more screen time. As with the first film, it also emerged as a commercial success. Later that year, Blunt starred in the adventure film Jungle Cruise, based on the eponymous amusement ride. It was released simultaneously in theaters and digitally on Disney and Premier Access. Jeanette Katsolis of the New York Times disliked the picture and opined that not even Emily Blunt, doing her best Katharine Hepburn impression, can keep this leaky boat ride afloat. Blunt will next star as an avenging mother in the television miniseries The English, a western from Hugo Blick. She will then portray Katherine Oppenheimer in Christopher Nolan's biographical film Oppenheimer and star in David Yates's crime drama film Pain Hustlers for Netflix.